If you were listening yesterday at this time, Jabo was getting some interesting information in the midst of her relationship. There's been something that your husband's been doing for a while, and it's kind of bothered you, and you confronted him on it.
Right.
And his answer was very interesting. Yeah. And if you missed that, I highly encourage you, if you're in any kind of a relationship, to listen to that. It's on yesterday's podcast at thetjshow.com, or you can search for The TJ Show on any major podcasting platform. I love that you're so willing to talk about stuff that bothers you with the person who you care about the most. I mean, we should all be doing that, right?
Yeah, especially if we plan to be together forever. Yeah, we should probably talk about things.
And you actually felt better about what bothered you after you talked to him about it. So it was really great. You can hear that at thetjshow.com. But anyway, on a completely separate note, you made a reference to something during that conversation.
Right.
And if you missed it, here's what Jabo said.
More so like the saying, don't count your chickens before it's hatched.
I think it's don't count your eggs before it's hatched.
Yeah, what you said.
So you corrected him.
I did.
But then you found out shortly after the segment, people told you that you were wrong.
Correct.
And you realized that
incorrect.
That's not how the saying is said.
Yeah.
And so, I got to give you credit. You call Archie and you get him on voice text or voice, what do they call that?
We do a Marco Polo.
Marco
Polo. Video chat.
Yep. And you tell him, hey, I was wrong. How many fights and arguments would end immediately after those 3 words are spoken? I was wrong.
Those are hard to say. Sometimes I just say, you were correct.
Yeah. But think about it. So I know this is sort of not a big deal, right? You're just in passing having this conversation, but I think the greater lesson here is very valuable. And so you reached out to Archie, and here's what he had to say.
Hey, babe. So you probably remember I said, actually, it's don't count your eggs before they're hatched. You remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
I wonder if he's like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Revving up, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I was informed by my friends that me correcting you, saying that don't count your eggs before they hatch, was incorrect. And that you saying don't count your chickens before they hatch is actually...
Now, why are you speaking in slow motion? Are you delaying the response?
Because it's hard to admit that you are incorrect.
Correct. I feel like a part of you knew that you were right, that what you said was correct, but you kind of just went along with it. How do you manage to not rub it in my face that I was incorrect and you were right?
And now here's the great response.
Whenever you're in those situations where someone is very confident about what they're telling you, even though it's wrong, you let them sit with your confidence. You let them sit with it because it's not your place to take it away from them. So that's what I do. It's not my place to take the confidence away. If you're very confident about 1 + 1 = 4, then I would be like, okay, let's roll with that. Until we're in a situation where it affects us together, or, it's a situation where you need to be corrected. But if there's not a situation, then 1 + 1 = 4.
Oh, well, that's champion behavior right there.
It really is. I think, and when I was listening to him say that, it's the mindset of like, does this really matter? Like, at the end of the day, does it matter? Like, you have to correct one small detail. Does it really matter to the story? You have to, correct one small saying. Does it matter to what the point you're trying to make? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and and there he is victorious anyway. Not that this is a competition, but he handled that like a champion.
Yeah,
I love it.
He did.
You know what I always say? Don't put all your chickens in one basket.
Yes, I've heard of that one too.
Because they won't fit. They really won't.
Right. This is the TJ Show.